What's up, sports fans? I'm KC James with this Super Bowl special report. And you know how I do it. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. Well, it is on and cracking from the Big Easy, the most hype week in sports. Super Bowl 47 coming up this Sunday between the San Francisco 49ers going for Lombardi Trophy number 6 and the Baltimore Ravens going after Lombardi Trophy number 2. And of course, it's been dubbed the Harbaugh Bowl, the first time in the history of the four major sports that two brothers have coached against each other in a championship for all the marbles. Wow. I mean, this thing has got more drama than a three-act play. I mean, all the controversy has already started. Yesterday, it's come out that Alex Smith, through his agent, said he'd like the 49ers to release him right after the Super Bowl and prior to free agency in February so he can sign with another team and not have so much competition. And just today, Media Day in New Orleans, the story comes out from Sports Illustrated that future Hall of Famer, 17-year, his illustrious career, Ray Lewis, who'll be in his last game coming up this Sunday, possibly took PEDs to get back on the field after he had that torn tricep injury in November. As I said, wow, all kinds of controversy already as the week heats up pre-Super Bowl. When you look at this matchup, again, we talked about two brother coaches going against each other. The Harbaughs, I like to call them both hardball, have made some gutsy decisions during the year, starting with Jim Harbaugh, who installed young stud Colin Kaepernick at quarterback in the middle of the stream, removing Alex Smith, who was playing the best football of his career. But what Kaepernick has done is lit up the entire NFC and taken this 49er team a step further than Alex did last year, getting them to this Super Bowl. And he has been like a Ferrari getting them there on the fast track. And then you look at the Ravens. John Harbaugh, the older of the two Harbaugh brothers, changed offensive coordinators after week 12 when he fired Cam Cameron and brought in Jim Caldwell. So both these guys make bold, gutsy moves, showing they have balls, huevos, and that they are in charge of their two football teams. The personalities are a lot similar. These football teams are a lot similar. Both can get it done defensively. The 49ers with that smash mouth defense that just puts a stamp on every game, probably the best in football today. And even though the Ravens defense is not as dominant as it was a number of years ago and when they won their first Super Bowl back in 2000, but they still have playmakers. Of course, Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, Noga, Bernard Pollard. They can make defensive plays when they have to also. But I think the difference and what will be the difference in this game is going to be which offense can get it done. Of course, Colin Kaepernick has just done everything and passed every test with flying colors and has just been literally ridiculous out there on the field. And don't forget about Joe Flacco. All he's done in his 5-year career is win 8 road playoff games, more than any quarterback in NFL history. And he's got those playmakers on the outside in Torrey Smith and Anquan Bolden, who's been getting it done, making big plays. And then you look at the running game for the 49ers. Frank Gore is as solid as a rock, a punishing runner, all-time leading rusher in 49er history. And I like to call this dude third down Ray Rice, because you get him out in space out there on one of those screens and he will move the sticks, and he is also a punishing runner from the line of scrimmage. So these teams are very evenly matched. The Niners are installed as a 3.5-point favorite, but as far as I'm concerned, this is a toss-up. I mean, the team that wins this game is going to be the team that imposes their will on the other team, or maybe the brother that imposes his will on the other brother. I mean, these stories are never going to end until we get to kickoff on Sunday evening in the Big Easy, New Orleans. And I will be there to break it all down for you, give you the 411, give you the stats and the stories, but also tell you what both those teams need to do to win on Sunday. And then I'll make my prediction which team will hoist the Lombardi Trophy on Sunday night in New Orleans as Super Bowl champions. So you make sure you keep it locked in right here, because you know how I do it. I give you the 411 and I keep it real. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. I'll see you at the Super Bowl.